Well, good afternoon. Welcome back to the vlog. I'm back on Redhouse again. It's Monday the 17th of June. This will be the first vlog I've done for a couple of weeks. I've been away on holiday. I was in Tuscany yesterday morning. Went for a few days with the missus, came back yesterday. So I was going to try and get down here yesterday afternoon, but my flight got slightly delayed, so I never actually got a chance to get here, so I thought I'd come up here this morning. So yes, Monday, I'm here till Wednesday, possibly Thursday morning. I'm on nights Thursday night, so I might stay till Thursday morning and then get home, get ready for work. So yeah, I'm fishing the opposite bank. Well, I'm going to fish the opposite bank to where I've been fishing. Swim I've been fishing is right on the other side over there, but I decided I'm going to come over this side for a change. A couple of reasons really. We're due a bit more rain, and we've had a lot of rain over the last week or two, and the Trent's flooded. The Trent's right behind me, and a lot of the lakes around this area are flooded. Luckily enough, that hasn't really affected this at the moment. The water's a little bit high, but still fishable. It's nowhere near as high as some of the other lakes I've seen around, so I'm also going to fish this bank because the sun hits this bank first thing in the morning, and there's some lovely margins up here, so I think I might just try this and just flick a couple of the margins, one either side, and then just put one out in open water, or maybe put two out in open water with a bit of bait over it, and then just flick one just to the left hand side, because there's a lovely little bay in the corner here. So yeah, I might get one down there. I might have a bit of a difficulty because of the few overhanging trees, but I think I should be able to just flick one down there. Got the point swim to my left hand side, there's nobody on it, surprisingly. And obviously the gravel bar runs out right in front of the point swim, which is right out there, the gravel bar goes. And we've got a real nice south-southwesterly wind at the moment, it's really warm. So I'm thinking that gravel bar, because it's only about 6 inches from the surface, it might act as a bit of a bank and create a bit of an undertow going back off that gravel bar, which the fish kind of like. So yeah, I know nobody else is fishing this end. I think there's a guy on the far top bank. I can't really see, but there's a guy on the far top bank over there. But again, he's not going to encroach on me. And there's an old boy just turned up. I think he's just here for the day, and he's fishing a couple of swims down from the point. So I think I'm going to jump in there. I've never fished this swim before. I think the depth is about the same, about 16 foot out there. So yeah, I'm going to get my gear out of the car. Another good thing about this swim as well is my car. I can park it just over there, so I haven't got far to bring my gear. I bought quite a bit of gear, obviously, because I'm here for a few days. So I got a bit of food and batteries and what have you. I've also bought my Tempest, because we're due quite a bit more rain, I think, over the next couple of days. And I bought my wrap as well, so keep myself nice and dry and out of this wind. But yeah, there's not many people on. There's a few people on the bottom bank. It's quite busy down there, obviously, on this end of this wind, but I like to break the norm. I don't like to be surrounded by people, so there's nobody on that opposite bank. Not one person fishing that opposite bank. So I'm not going to waste any more time. It's about lunchtime now, so I'm going to get my gear out of the car, get set up, and I'll give you another update in a bit. So, just a little tip for you. Well, this is what I do anyway. Multi-rig. Usually when you have the multi-rig, usually you have just the line coming off on a loop and going back down. And I have it just going through a little kicker here. It's one of the little rubber kickers. Just cut the end off. Rubber kickers are easy to slide over and you don't have to get the kettle out and shrink the shrink tube. So I use a little bait screw, and what I do is I put a little rubber bead on there, like so, and what you can do is you can push the rubber bead right up to the top, and it keeps that quite secure on there, like so. So you can have it go right to the top. It means that's a nice bit of movement for your bait screw, with your bait on top, but that just keeps that nicely in place. Stops your line from twisting, or your loop from twisting. It keeps it in position where you want it, so that's where I usually have it, just on the kink. The hooks I'm using are the Deception Angling SWG. I'm not sponsored by them. I actually buy these myself, pay for them the same as anybody else do. But I've used these hooks for a while now. Well, the Deception ones anyway, and they are really sharp out the packet. But I do like to sharpen my hooks. But yeah, these are perfect for the multi-rig, because they've got a nice square turn on the shank. That's where I like to have my bead, just on the turn, on the first turn. See, they're nice and square, pretty similar to the Nashi ones, fangs. But yeah, that's what I use. Number 4. The eyes are really big, so you don't have any problem getting your loop of braid through. I also use if I can find them, the curve shank ones, the DX curves. Now these are smart, bang on for bottom baits. I like to use these for bottom baits. I've had a lot of fish on these. So yeah, Deception Angling. Like I say, I'm not sponsored by them. I buy my hooks and pay for them as much as everybody else does. But yeah, they're a good hook supply. So, rigs for this session. Well, to start this session with anyway. So that's a solid bag there. It's just got some CC More oily pellet mix in it, with a 12mm pop-up on just a little multi-rig in there. Got the multi-rig there with a 14mm sorry, signature pop-up on it, a yellow one, and that's going to be popped up off the bottom. And on the other one, it's going to go on the same spot, has got a multi-rig, and it's just got a piece of fake maize, pop-up maize on it. And that's actually the hook's just going to lay flat on the bottom. The pop-up maize will just be popped up over the top. because the baiting strategy I'm using for this session is going to be just some hemp, some maize, and I've got some 12mm boilies in there as well. Just see if we can brighten this up a bit. And I've got some 12mm boilies in there as well, the GLM boilies. And it's also got some sticky cap oil in there, not a lot, just a little bit, just enough to give it a little bit of a slick. And the reason I like to put a bit of oil on it is because once the bait's been out for a while, and if you all of a sudden get a slick come up, you know that something's feeding on it. So yeah, that's a good reason to have a bit of oil on. I know people like to see a big oil slick go out when they're spotting, but I don't see that has any benefit really. Like I say, I like to have it so I can see if the fish start feeding on my bait. You'll just see a slick start to come up. So yeah, that's going to be the strategy for this session so far. So let's get these wrapped up and get them out. So it's 10 to 6 in the evening. So it's been quite tiring today, to be honest. Rods have been out about an hour now. 15 spoms over 2 rods on the spot I found out there. 12 3/4 wraps out. Bit of a gravel bar. It's 18 foot either side, and you've got about a rod length on top. Comes up to about 15 foot. So yeah, I've got 2 rods on that. And I've got just a solid bag down to the left hand side, down into the little bay here. I haven't come too close to the margin because it's quite weedy down there, so Canadian pondweed as well. So what I've done is I've just had to walk up the back of the reeds because the other side of the reeds has just dropped straight down, so it's quite deep there. So yeah, I've just had to walk up behind the reeds, did a little underarm chuck, or did a little side left hand chuck into the bay there. Went down with a nice donk, about 13 foot, solid bag on that. So yeah, we'll have something to eat now, have a drink, and just sit back and watch the water. Haven't really seen anything, to be honest, but yeah, it's looking prime. There's a few people on. There's a couple of guys showing up over the side, over the other side there, and there's still a couple of guys up on the far bank there. So yeah, but they're kick back, have something to eat, and enjoy the rest of the evening. Tuesday morning now. It's about 10 o'clock now. Had a bit of an eventful morning, no fish, but last night I moved onto the point swim because there was nobody on there. And I got chatting to somebody yesterday and basically told me a couple of spots to fish when you're on the point and advised me to go on the point swim. So about 8 o'clock last night I packed up, moved all my gear around onto the point, got my rods and everything out, and middle of the night heard a load of crashing to the right of me, which was basically over the bait that I'd put in yesterday in the swim that I was fishing. There was also fish in the corner here as well. I was fishing just in this little bay area here, and there was fish in there this morning as well. I woke up about 4:15 this morning. There was all fish in there crashing about, and also out in the spot where I'd baited up yesterday, and it was slicking up. So about 5:30, 6 o'clock this morning, I decided to pack all my gear up and move back to the swim that I was fishing when I first got here yesterday. So yeah, I'm a bit tired, to be honest. So yeah, I managed to get my rods out again on the spot, put a few more spoms out, and about half an hour after the spoms went out, there was a little bit of a slicking up coming up off my bait. So whether that was bream, roach or carp feeding out there, but I haven't had a touch yet. But there's been something swimming up and down this margin, and I think it might be a catfish, because there's like some pretty big bubbles coming up. Not the sort of bubbles you'd expect to see from carp, so I've got a feeling that might be a catfish swimming up and down. So yeah, I decided to move back up this swim. Like I say, I didn't really see anything out there last night to the spots that I was fishing, from the point swim I should say. And I didn't really feel that confident around there, so yeah, I feel like I kind of wasted a day yesterday really. But it was a beautiful sunrise this morning. You'll see the drone footage and the a couple of photographs that I took. So yeah, not really much to report, to be honest. I didn't do a vlog last week simply because the lake that I was going to go to, that I mentioned in my last vlog, I didn't bother going to in the end, because it is just chocker with weed apparently, and yeah, something else came up. The syndicate I was on last year, foolishly I gave my ticket up on it, and I kind of regretted it like a month after I gave my ticket up. So I messaged the guy around the syndicate and kept hassling him, saying if you get another ticket come up, can I have it? And last week he got in touch with me and said, yeah, I've got a spare ticket, so I'm back on my old syndicate again. So I should be fishing there as well, but it is a no publicity water, but I will be able to do my vlogs from there. I just won't be able to tell you where it is, and also I'm not allowed to use my drone on there. So, but I will be coming back to Redhouse, so I'm going to probably do one session on here a month. I'm going to carry on fishing Redhouse, be foolish not to really, and I should also do my vlogs from my syndicate as well. So don't expect any drone footage from the syndicate, but hopefully expect some nice fish. So, but as for this session, yeah, it's been pretty quiet, to be honest. Like I say, I feel like I've wasted a day really and a night by moving about. Should have stayed where I was really. But yeah, I've got a feeling there's fish out in front of me, so I'm quite confident. But now now it's warmed up quite a bit, but the wind's now just started to come back on again. It did go flat calm for a little while, but we've now got a bit of a wind come up again, so, and it is due to change tonight stroke tomorrow morning, and it is apparently going to hammer it down with rain from about 2 o'clock in the morning onwards. So whether I'll be going first thing in the morning or whether I'll wait for the rain to stop and see how wet my gear is before I pack it up. I don't know, but I'll leave it here, and hopefully I'll have something to report in a little while. So I'm going to go for a bit of a change up, I think. I'm just wondering whether pop-ups are a bit too blatant, to be honest. I'm spotting out 12mm boilies, maize and hemp, so they're obviously going to be grubbing about if they're out there feeding. And I'm wondering, like I say, if pop-up's a bit too blatant. Even the little bit of pop-up maize I've been handing out, just a little bit of pop-up off the bottom, might just be enough to spook them. So yeah, I'm going to go for a bit of a change. I'm going to put some bottom bait rigs out, and I'm going to put 3 grains of maize on one, and a 12mm boilie and a grain of maize on the other, on size 4 hooks. So yeah, straight bottom baits, I think. I'm going to get these out, and I'm going to put some more spot out first on the spot, and I'm going to put these out. Then I'm just going to leave these now. Luckily enough, the coots haven't been diving on me, so that's one bonus, I suppose. So yeah, I'm going to wrap these up, put a few more spawns out, and then put these back out, and that'll be it till the morning then. So hopefully these will do the business. Well, slight change in the weather. So the rain started. It's about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the afternoon now. It didn't forecast the rain to start till 8 o'clock tonight, so a little bit early. So yeah, got the bivvy door zipped up. Hopefully this will turn them on a bit. Bit of rain. The wind's changed as well. It's now pushing, well, it's now starting to turn to the east, or it's turned to an easterly wind. But it's not that cold, to be honest. And it's due to swing round to northeasterly later. So at the moment, as you can see, I've kind of like got it more or less coming straight at me. So yeah, I've had to zip the door up. Yeah, no sign of anything yet, no shows or anything over my spot, so just waiting for that slick to come up. So my spots are about where that swan is now, where I'm fishing. Well, that's where I've got 2 rods anyway. So yeah, it's looking good for a bite, to be honest. Oh, what a damp morning. It's a bit of a wet night, to be honest. Rained most of the night. It's still quite warm, so it's not uncomfortable. Yeah, it's not raining as much as I thought it was going to be this morning. It's supposed to have been quite heavy rain this morning, but I think it's just going to be a little bit intermittent now. So the time's 8:15. Wednesday morning. Yeah, not a thing, nothing. I thought with this weather turning a little bit like it has, it might have turned them on a little bit, but no, the wind's still blowing down the end of the lake a little bit. It's not a very heavy wind, so I thought I saw a little bit of fizzing up earlier out on the spot, but the seagulls have been flying around and getting the flies, I think, so that's it's difficult to see whether that's fish or whether that's the seagulls, and they keep diving in. Obviously I can see the seagulls diving in, but you catch it out the corner of your eye and you don't know what it is. There's also a lot of flies about as well, so you get the flies fizzing about on top of the water, so it's, again it's difficult to see whether it's feeding fish or just the flies. So yeah, the left hand rod, I pulled that in again last night, put another solid bag on it, and I just put it basically a couple of rod lengths to the left because I saw some fizzing up down there. But the swans came in this morning and kind of like disturbed it a little bit, so whether the rig's been moved or not, I don't know. But the two long rigs, I haven't touched them since I put them out last night, so I'm going to leave them out for a little while. I think I might start packing up, to be honest, whilst this rain's eased off a little bit. So I've got the car just behind me, so I can just put bits in as and when, and then just take the bivvy down last thing because it's quite wet. So yeah, not a lot to report again. Bit gutted as well because I forgot my filters for my drone, so I couldn't really get any decent drone footage because I've only bought one of the filters that was left on it, which was quite a dark filter, so hopefully the drone footage that I have got to come out alright. So yeah, another miserable blank. I've tried different things again. I've tried changing my baits, changing my rigs, changing my bottom to bottom baits, putting a bit of particle in, a bit of hemp and maize and some 12mm boilies, different swim. But we've got to keep trying, I think. Trying different things. There's still times yet. I mean, I won't be going straight away. I'm just going to get my gear slowly packed up, get it in the car until it's just my rods there, and I might just hang around for a little while. Especially with it being overcast as it is, it might keep them down feeding for a bit longer. I'm just going to sit back, enjoy my coffee, and just take my time packing my stuff down. away now. Managed to get it away before it got too wet. It stopped raining for a little while, so but yeah, it's gone really warm and muggy today, and it's really going to rain again later. I think the sky's now starting to darken over a bit, so yeah, another blank. So I'm going to have to start putting the old blankety blank theme tune on these vlogs, I think. I was really confident this session, to be honest, especially the way the weather's been. I mean, that was really nice yesterday, but from 4 o'clock onwards yesterday, the pressure really dropped. You could feel it in the air, and it started to rain, and it rained all night, and there's hardly any wind on the water, you can see. So yeah, I was really confident. I was confident in the rigs that I'd put out and the bait that I'd put out and where I'd put them, so I spent a lot of time leading about out there and found them spots out there. So yeah, it looks like we're going to have to wait till next time. My next vlog will be from the syndicate. So hopefully we'll wangle a fish out of there. Like I say, I know the lake really well. I've had most of the nice fish out of there, so hopefully I'll be able to get a fish to show you for the next vlog. So yeah, that'll be from the syndicate, but like I said, I'm still going to continue the Redhouse Diary. I'm going to be here, probably come here once a month, just for a session, but most of my time will be concentrated on my syndicate now. So yeah, and I'd like to just say thanks to all the people who subscribe to my channel. I've got over 260 subscribers now, which is more than I ever expected. I was just going to do this just for a bit of fun, really, and something to do whilst I was fishing, you know. I'm into my photography and my cinematography, so my videography, I should say. So yeah, it's been really enjoyable putting the vlogs together. It's been a lot more effort than I thought it would be, because you're not only trying to fish, but you're trying to get the footage and what have you, and make it good. So yeah, just thanks again for everyone who subscribed. If you're new to the channel and this is the first time you're watching, go back and watch the other videos that I've put on, and hit the subscribe button as well. And if you hit the bell icon, every time I upload a video, you'll be notified of it, and you can watch it. So yeah, also cheers for your comments. I've had a lot of really positive comments, people telling me how much you like the channel. Obviously the change in music's made a bit of a difference, so yeah, I'll keep on with that theme, with that music, and also the drone footage. Everyone seems to like the drone footage, so yeah, I'm getting a lot better with the drone now, a bit more confident with it, even though I nearly lost it on this session. It flew off, and I couldn't see it, and I wasn't sure whether I'd get it back. So yeah, that was a bit of a twitchy time. So, but yeah, again, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.